Hi, I'm Captain Grant Coppin with Texas Fishing Tips, and this is your weekly fishing report.
Well, the sheephead continue. We're still getting lots of numbers of sheephead out here at the jetties. Lots of the boats are staying in here in the bowl where all the bridges and over the high lines. But what I've kind of been doing is getting off the beaded path and go up here into Lake Padre. This is kind of a secret, but there's just as many sheephead over here on the riprap rocks in Lake Padre as there are here by the bridge. You can only fit so many people right there at the bridge before it gets overpacked and you get stacked on top of each other. Or you can just come out here a little bit further inside the jetties on the sides of the walls. You'll see some of them have caved in. Those are good deep spots right up against the rocks that hold lots of sheephead. The best way to do it is to drop your bait straight down, put your trolling motor down, press the anchor button, and then just be right up against that edge with your bait on the bottom in about 8 or 9 foot of water, and you'll catch lots of those sheephead. All right, the tides have come back, so we got some water in the bay. Backside of all these islands is holding good trout. We've been catching them all the way through here. This whole area, this section here, has been holding good trout. Try to hit some of the deeper areas that have about 2 foot of water in them. The water looks good in here. I like fishing in here a lot. Just drifting or power pull down and hit a spot, go forward, hit a spot, and just work your way behind these islands, and you'll catch some good trout and a few nice black drum. Over here on Laguna Shores, we've been catching good numbers of trout and a few reds. Also a few drum when it's real windy and nasty out. But the nicer, prettier days, we're catching trout and reds, making long drifts through this area. I'm going to draw a box right around the area that I've been drifting. Whether it's a north wind, south wind, east wind, or west wind, this area is still good. It still produces. You just get upwind of whatever structure you want to hit. Any of these little islands in here that you want to hit, you can power pull down upwind of them, throw cut bait on the bottom, catch redfish, pick up the power pole, start drifting with the popping cork and shrimp, and get a mix of reds and trout. Over here in Compuerta Pass, we've been catching drum. Now that the tides come up, right up here tight to the shore is going to be the ticket. Up until just a few days ago, the tide has not come up like it is now. Now it has come up so you can fish up along the shore. Before then, we were fishing out here and just grinding and grinding, trying to get 9 or 10 drum out of here. And it was just, it wasn't real fun fishing, but it was producing. The only way you could get them to produce is you'd pull in here, catch one, move forward, catch two, move forward, catch one, and just have to move about 15 or 18 times to catch 9 or 10 fish. So, not a whole lot of fun. Hopefully, with this higher water, we get more drum in here. But right now, it's kind of a grind. The better days to come down here to Compuerta, if you're planning on running that far, is the real windy days. And we've got a lot of windy days coming up in our forecast. Right around Starvation Point, we've been catching some good trout. I haven't been over here in a while, but I went over here the other day. We caught some nice trout and came around the corner and smelled some real good watermelon. I knew that we were going to catch some trout. First thing we did, we started throwing those popping corks and shrimp, staying close to the shoreline with the higher waters. Out here on some of the deeper rocks, we've been catching some good trout and some puppy drum, small drum around the rocks. Just working our way through here as you get over to East Clayburg Point. East Clayburg Point has been producing. You just got to be careful coming in here. High tide, low tide, it doesn't matter. There's a ton of rocks on East Clayburg Point. So just power pull down, move forward, power pull down, move forward. There's a lot of guys that like to wade fish this area right here, which is fine. Just be respectful to the wade fishermen. Try not to get in their way, because they did come a long way to come wade fish, and I know you did too. But you want to come out here and fish some of these deeper rocks that the wade fishermen maybe can't get to. Over here on the Kennedy Ranch shoreline, we've been catching some good trout. Water's a little stained over here. Don't let that bother you. About 50 yards off the shoreline, we've been catching them. A couple of my buddies did real good over the weekend on this shoreline. So just come in here and throw some popping corks and shrimp, catch some nice trout, and look for that pattern to continue as we work our way through the end of March and beginning of April.
Captain Grant Coppin, thanks for watching.